All right, so this video is going to help for those people who do not have that nice flat house that I have. You can see a little bit of skew lines in my mask, but for the most part, everything's really pretty flat. There's not a lot of warping that I have to do. Some of your houses might look a little different, like this one. This is Dustin. He is the Ghostbusters house, and I'm sure he's going to have more over time to be known for, but his house is best known for the Ghostbusters at this point. And you can see that a lot of his lines are all skewed that he has to work with. However, there are two nice spots here that we could put the video. So let's practice putting our video over top of a skewed house. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this template opaque here. So I'm going to go down. I'm going to hit T, which is a shortcut to opacity. And then I'm going to go ahead and just bring this down so it's, bright enough that we can see the video and the lines. Now I'm going to lock this guy there, perfect, and I'm going to go into the Clark light scene trimmed. Now, I can take this and I can hold shift in the corner and I can drag it to get it to a nice spot. And let's start with this one over here, this garage. So I know I have to bring it up a bit. Let's go like that. And let's hold it right about there. That's a good spot. But now I need to start accounting for the skew. And you can see that the video's line up here does not match this line down here. And we can rotate the video. That's something we could do. But that's not going to help us. We need to skew it. So in the effects and presets, we're going to start typing in PowerPin. And you will find PowerPin under the distort category. And then you're going to go ahead and drag, and you can drop it on here, but I like to drop it right onto the layer. Now you'll see that there are rounded corners here on the end. So I'm going to take that corner, and now what I can do is I can move the corner to fit the space. And since I have the video pretty close, and it's actually pretty close to a nice 16 by 9, I can change this to fit the distortion a bit. So let's just try to match up the lines as nice as possible without really distorting the image too much. There we go, and I might need to bring this whole thing back a little bit. Now he's starting to look a little chunky, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to just bring that back, and I'm going to grab this corner, hold shift, and bring it out a little bit to try to fill the garage a little bit more. And then I'm going to use my left arrow keys to just try to fit it closer to the garage. Now, a little bit over is perfect. So I like to shoot not right on, but a little over. And the reason I do that is because then I can use my mask to clean it up.
Hey guys, I hope you are enjoying the tutorial so far. There is a lot of time and research that I put into all of these tutorials. It is great that we have platforms like this that I can help share and spread the knowledge. These tutorials are ad-supported and from donations from generous viewers like you. In an effort to further share the information, give a better experience for the viewers, share files and resources, as well as support the channel monetarily, I created a website and a course. The website houses a lot of information and resources from many great contributors in the projection mapping community. It is updated regularly as new useful resources become available. The course, that's another resource that is continuing to grow. It acts as an organized and ad-free experience. There is exclusive content and resources that are included with the course enrollment. For instance, the media used in the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation tutorial series, well, that's in the course, included for free. You just need to click to download. The final platform is the store. In the store, you will find different resources that are available for purchase at reasonable prices. keep an eye out for coupons and specials, especially during the off-season. All of the funds that are raised are reinvested back into the growth of the channel through purchases of hardware, software, and other things that can be used to create new tutorials, reviews, and demonstrations. There are 2 free things that you can do right now to support the channel. Please like this video and subscribe below. The more likes and followers that we have, the more likely companies are to send loaner or demo resources for us to work with and share on this website, all free for you to access. I thank you for your time and consideration of supporting this channel. Please enjoy the remainder of your free tutorial.
So, oops. Oh, if you ever do this, what I did was I double clicked and I went into the Clark light scene, and then it opened up the composition. So I just want to close out of that composition, and then it will bring me back to this screen. So if that ever happens, don't freak out. The compositions will nest over here, and sometimes they'll even nest up here. So that was a good thing that happened. Anyway, now I have this video, and I skewed and I warped it for taking into account the perspective of the house. It's actually a lot easier than you probably imagined it would be. Same thing, so let's just practice one more time. I'm going to scoot on over, and I'm going to bring another Clark light scene trimmed here, and I'm going to kind of rough size it for this garage. And I'm looking for the lines, so this looks like it's, actually that looks like it's probably a pretty good size. And then I'm going to just kind of rough it in here, and I'm going to bring my PowerPin over, drop it on the layer, and now I can take that layer and start matching this skew. Now this is something that you're going to want to play with a little bit, and then bring it out to your house to see how it really does work on your house. You can, do your best here, and it might look really weird here, but look perfect on your house. So what I would recommend doing is, before you get too far down the road, I want you to just export the file, so you can jump all the way to the end of the video and export it and just kind of see what you're working with to see how it is. Or you can even plug your computer in and present it on as a second screen as well, just to see how your skews are. That might be a nice extra step to save you time later. Alright, so this was a nice short and sweet video talking about how to use the PowerPin to alter your videos and objects to fit the perspective of your house.